Hi, I'm Ricardo Casanova, and we're going to do a rundown of the opening match of World Cup 2026 between Mexico, El Tri, and South Africa, Bafana Bafana. This game was held at Azteca, one of the most intimidating venues in all of world football. Between the altitude, the history, the noise, overall pressure, I think they crammed over 100,000 people into the stadium for this game, by the way. So you don't just show up at Azteca and casually play your game. This place gets into your legs, gets into your head, and it most definitely gets into your lungs. Mexico lined up with Jimenez up front, Quinones out wide, Alvarado on the other side, and Gutierrez underneath. Fidalgo and Lira were helping in the midfield. South Africa had Lyle Foster. Unfortunately, he's the only one that really did anything. There were some proper names on the pitch, and I mentioned these guys, but Jimenez, he played at the highest level in England. Quinones is a dangerous forward. I think he's number one scoring in Saudi Arabia right now, beating Cristiano Ronaldo. Gutierrez is a young guy at Chivas with a lot of eyes on him, a lot of promise. South Africa, again, Lyle Foster. And for me, watching Mexico is familiar. Canada is in CONCACAF with Mexico, and I'm a Voyager, as you can see. I've traveled to watch Canada play Mexico multiple times. I've seen Mexico live. I've seen them come to Edmonton, my hometown, and play in our version of Azteca, which is Icesteca. It's cold. Early on, I wasn't that impressed with Gutierrez. He looked nervous. His first few touches weren't that good. I was a little bit nervous, to be honest. But it makes sense. He's 22 years old. He's playing in a World Cup opener in Mexico at Azteca. And as the game went on, you could see him really come into his own. He started to find pockets. He started to have that body shape, showing a little more confidence. He was looking for that early pass, and you can see him. He started to get behind guys even. So you can see the game slow down for him, and I'm happy to see that for him, for a young guy. Now, Quinones. For me, he was the best player on the pitch. He was dangerous all game. He was direct. He was aggressive. He was making the defenders noticeably nervous. So he gets the opening goal, the first goal of the tournament. And he should have had at least one other ones. He got robbed by the post on another, but he was dangerous all game. Every time Mexico got into a dangerous position, he was either part of the buildup or he was right in the mix. And then we get the first red card of the tournament, Chateau. And honestly, I felt kind of bad for the guy. He wasn't trying to hurt the guy. He didn't do anything dirty. He just got caught flat-footed, and Gutierrez got behind him, and it was a last man scenario. And whether he meant to dump him or not, or trip him up or not, doesn't matter. It's a last man scenario. That's a red card 100% of the time, and that's just football. So bad luck for that guy. Then Mexico gets the second goal. This was a beauty. This was a striker's goal. The pace, the perfect timing, the power that he put on it, that back post run, he very much made it look easy. So again, Quinones was part of that build-up. Alvarado was the one that gave him the feed, but it was a striker's goal for me. It was gorgeous. So very well done. Now moving on. In the second half, well, at the beginning of second half and at the end of the first half, South Africa really started to push higher. They didn't just collapse into their own box. They weren't constantly caught flat-footed on the counter either. Like, they did a really good job of tempering Mexico on the counter. So it was really good. And then Zwane, bro, what are you doing? You're representing your country on the biggest stage in the world, and you get a little bit of bumping, you get a little bit of frustration, and you slap a dude in the face with the referee right there. It was like stupid, just stupid. There's no other way to put it. But was it a red? I mean, I guess by the laws of the game, if you strike somebody in the face, you're probably going to get a red, especially with the ref like right there. But either way, what a shame to start your tournament that way. So I hope he can make amends for it, and he has when and if he comes back from his next game his next match ban. Hopefully he can make up for it. Also, on a side note, what language was the ref speaking? At first I thought it was English, and then I thought it was Spanish, and then so I turned up the volume and I was like, wasn't either. And then it started to sound like English again, and then all I got was red card. So I guess I understood what he was trying to say at the end of the day. But you could see it in the South African guys' faces when the confused look. They didn't know what he was saying either. So there's probably, he was Brazilian, so it was probably Portuguese accent, but it was probably bad English. But I was right there with everybody else trying to decode what was going on. And then Cesar Montes, another red. Come on, are you kidding me? Unnecessary. He could have gotten a yellow for that. I think maybe he got the red because it was a very good scoring opportunity and it looked like there was some knee-on-knee contact. So I don't know. At first I thought it was red because kind of the neon, he went in too strong. But the more I kind of looked at it, I think he should have gotten away with a yellow. But either way, the tamest 3 red card game I think I've probably ever seen. It wasn't full of dirty tackles. It wasn't full of guys rolling around for 5 minutes. It wasn't whiny. It wasn't full of drama kings, doing theater every time someone breathed at them. A lot of the stuff that pisses me off about football, I actually didn't see much of. So for me, overall, good game. Not super exciting, unfortunately, but clean, professional, and Mexico most definitely deserved that win. And my man of the match, Quinones. And guys, when I give my opinion and my take on these games, I'm not sitting there replaying everything 50 times with a magnifying glass. I'm just calling it from the hip. So chill out. What do you think? Too many reds? How did South Africa do? People are saying it's embarrassing. Let me know what you think. But follow, like, comment, and I'll be posting more of these. Thanks. Cheers.